Me not say you broke, but you get it here. But go on, you still need money. Okay? So you know have to go draw that out of it. Figure say you do it. But you don't feel it. Yes, yeah. Hello, good night. Wow, I forgot my mic. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, Mr. Fisher. Good night, Fisher. Fish is Fisher. Alright, thank you. Welcome to William, to Domi, to is that okay? What is up that side? I'm not quite sure. But welcome to the live. Welcome to each and every one that is tuning in tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And how was your weekend? How was your Friday and Saturday? I hope you have a good one. Okay, so we are here. We are together again, just praising the Lord, just giving God thanks for life, for strength, for health, for food, for clothes, for shelter, for car, for money. Yes. When you're giving thanks, give thanks for everything. All of what you don't have, give thanks for it. So again, we are together meeting up on the web again. And I am happy that you're here. And for those that are coming in for the first time, don't let it be the last time. Let it be you keep dropping in. And for those that have not subscribed, thank you for your subscription. It's a pleasure having you. For those that have watched, for those that have subscribed, thank you very much. Okay? So it's a pleasure for you to be here with me tonight. For those that are out of my time zone, please accept my welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Some person it's morning, some is evening, some is Monday, some is going into Tuesday. So thank you very much. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. And let us have a good time this evening. It's Go Dummy, Dummy. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? I hope so. I want to make sure that I pronounced your name correct. In my neck of the woods, it is hot. It's burning hot. The sun is like, you're wondering what the winter is going to be like. Because the sun have no mercy right now. No mercy. How about you? And from, it is possible, could you show me some flags where you're calling from, what country you're listening to me from? You could put up some flags, let me see the different flags, the different country that you're listening to me from. Okay? Thank you very much. For me, yes, the time is hot, the sun is hot, yeah, it's feel unbearable. But of course, it is good. And my family, they are okay. I have no bad news from anyone. So I give thanks for that. Each one is in their own lane, doing their own thing. And I am in my lane, doing my own thing. And as mother, and so, you know, your mind is always going to be on your children and grandchildren, friends and relatives. One of my good friends, she have lost her husband, and just keep her encouraging her, keep her being encouraged that look, it's a loss, but keep up. He won't be back, not in this life, but keep up, right? So yes, that was what happened. Somebody I know from many years, she have lost her husband, and she's not dealing it with it nicely. But you know, this is the time that you call and you give your word of encouragement, and yeah, because when you and somebody live for over many years, and they apart from you, you're going to feel it. The difference is he didn't die suddenly. He was sick for a considerable length of time. And so you're looking forward, you're looking towards healing or on the other side, right? So his organs give way, they all could not keep up any longer. It's like a vehicle, wear and tear of the vehicle, and yes, it go and go until the engine went. You can't do nothing but then get a new engine. So of course, I don't think there was any replacement for him. So he is not no longer on the land of the living among his family. But that's how it goes. We have to understand, because yes, we talk, but sometimes when it gets to our doorstep, it is not an easy one to deal with. You know? Sometimes it is easier said than done. Whenever it came to our doorstep, oh my God, it's nothing nice to deal with. But we have to get on. We have to go on. We have to go on. Right? So it is best for us to do everything in our powers to keep our health in good place. Keep healthy. Regardless of what. Keep healthy. Because you may can get a kidney, but you may have to wait very long. You may can get a heart, but you gotta wait until you get that compatible one. And you may just get that heart or kidney, and your body do not accept it. Your body reject it. So there you still go without one, you know. So I implore everyone, including myself, health. Take care of this lump of clay. Take care of your body, regardless of what. Because when it is broken down, it hardly can get back together. Some never get back together. Some stay there and perish to death. Some able to turn around and come back to life and live, while some don't. Understand? So whatever possible it is for you to do for yourself, not for somebody else, for yourself, do it. Do it. And if you are to live for 100 years, live with your ears and all your faculties working. Some may get a little slower, but they are working. Some still kicking. They are working. Okay? So that is my thing to everyone. Keep your body in the good shape, man. Keep up. Not too fat and not too lean. Just keep up. Enough fat to keep your body warm. Not drilling off all the fat out of your body. Because the fat is there for a purpose. So it keeps you warm. So don't go down like toothpick. Okay? Yes. That is my little talk this evening. And the bite of this evening for the live will be okay, so the very man is your neighbor, and is lying is the fig tree. I don't think that's the one I really need. That stopped abruptly. The words of Gregory Benson. Followers, follow master, fellow master of science, Gregory, the University of. You see, why do things no longer disappear in the in Bermuda? We were on the Bermuda Triangle thing, and it was saying the reason why. And I don't know if most person know about the Bermuda Triangle. That plane usually flew over and disappear. If a bird flew over, they disappear. And they could not understand what was happening, why. The things that went over and in that part of the island disappear. None have ever returned. But it was not actually disappearing. In that time, there were no compass. The one they have was like useless somehow. So they were always on the wrong track. So nothing for them to direct them as it is now. Because this done from so long, you haven't heard anything being disappearing at the Bermuda Triangle anymore. But because there were no compass to direct the ship from a distance, neither the plane, nothing that sails through were not being directed because there were no compass. And so they always go off track. So it was not that they were going into the water and can't return. They said like this ship of soldiers were on their way to some place and the ship disappeared without a trace. The ship was on the next country because they lost their track. Like the Bermuda Triangle, as people were having it, that it was something in the water, in that section of the water, that was pulling down the things, and it not even go as that good and bad. They say it was like some spirit or something that was doing this. So our life, if we do not have a compass and a guideline for our life will go in any direction because there is nothing to direct us to where we are going and how we would get there. So just like the Bermuda Triangle, we view our life that way. A person that is just traveling like that without a sense of direction for their life will end up anywhere, everywhere, all over the place because they do not have a direction, a compass to direct them through their life. Hello, Amar. Right? So let us look at it and have a compass for our life, especially when we took hold of our destiny. When we are no longer under parent control and parent direction, you have to have a compass to know where you're going and how you're going to get there. If not, you will be driven by the wind in a next country at somewhere else that you cannot find yourself back. And somebody is going to say, well, they passed this way. I didn't say they get out. So that means they are under the water or the wind have taken them and tossed them somewhere. Let us have a compass for our life, for the direction of our life, as long as we are going. And with so saying, we will give that same compass to our children, to our loved ones, that encourage them to have a direction in their life. If not, any road, any water, any air 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 travel will take you to places that you didn't want to go and you had no way to go. And when you get there, there's always no turning back, because you don't know where to turn back to go. You don't know where, if you are going east or you're going west. You don't know if it's north or it's south. So you're stuck somewhere where you don't want to be. So that's the bite of the evening. And you may just get that hard and it will not. Right? So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of those that are celebrating their birthday yesterday, today, and going into tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. For those, the children that are celebrating their birthday, they will eat their ice cream and their cake and their drinks and they play with their friend. For those that are in their teens, walking up to 20s, their thinking is going to be different. Because you're reaching to a place that you have to be thinking on a different pathway. If you're going to school, you need to know, okay, what is my next step? What do I want to be? What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? And if you don't press forward, then you're going to be lost somewhere. Okay? So it's not like first time a person will be saying, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to, I want to be a tailor, and afterward they want to be a carpenter, and then afterward they want to be a prime minister, then afterward, until they find themselves do not know actually what they want. They found themselves that they don't know what they want. Now this is the time that you are going to put your best foot forward and you are going to work on your dreams. You are going to work on your dreams. You are going to work on your dreams. This is the time. You're going into 20, you're leaving 20 to 30, you're leaving 30 to 40, and the road keep going up. Three years the dog was playing in the water. Omar, how are you? How was your Friday and Saturday? And of course today, Sunday. How did you spend your time? Did you get some rest? I hope so. No. So happy birthday, and listen to me. This is my wish for you. Be it girl or boy, young or old. Health is wealth. Health, let me straighten up. Health is wealth. Take care of your health. Do not destroy your body with every and anything. When you have your health, you will have wealth. How many persons have you seen used to work and can't work again because of ill health? When you have your health, you got wealth. You had the world at your fingertip. Yeah. A crystal is not the crystal that I always ask for. I hope she's the one. How are you? I am good, Crystal, and you? Haven't seen you in a while, Chrissy. But I understand. I understand. Right? So happy birthday to each and every one that are celebrating their birthday. Keep focus. Keep your hands on the wheel and your foot on the brake. And your eyes on the road. Keep your hands on the wheel and your foot on the brake and your eyes on the road. Know where you're going, where you're steering to. Yes. Have yourself a happy and prosperous birthday. God bless you. Again, that matter is not yet settled. Oh, Lord. Okay, so the both of you will be doing parenting. Anyhow, I think this not the way you want it to be, but you're going to be doing co-parenting, and you're going to put your best in it. Okay? Don't let him have the handle over you. No, they're not fair, but I wish nothing happened to the child. You understand? I wish none of you, nothing will happen that, you know what, do your co-parenting in the best way you know. It's your child, and still it's not what you want, but give God thanks that it is not taken away from you completely, and you only get visiting right for 2 hours or for 1 hour to go and see your child, and then you have to be up and out. So work with what you get. Work with it. Put God first and everything behind, and work with it. Now that is doing co-parenting. Alright? And she know the both of you. She will know when she's coming to you and when she's going to him. So just pray, just take it easy, my girl, and do what you have to do. Oh. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. The persons who are there as judge, we are not going to put them down, but they do not have the hands on with things to know what is happening. They just sat there and said, okay, this is so. People don't understand that it's only a crazy person hurt their children. If you should watch the end, the foul as we call them, and you saw how they look after their young ones. Even if you see that fowl pick at that chicken, it's not hurting him. Not hurting him. No. And I know, you know what? You may have to take her to go and let you do therapy. I think that is what you should have asked them. Point out to them. Because she is in fear of she's afraid, she's in fear. So they should allow her a therapy session. And she have some sessions of therapy. Right? So yeah, it's hard. But just remember one thing. He's already the father, and because the sake of your child, you don't want to do some things and say things that you will regret it afterward. Understand? You have to be keeping it civil because the child. Sometimes we get, you know, and speak things that we shouldn't. And when we think they do not understand, they understand. Down the road, they will ask you questions. Because sometimes things changes. Sometimes you ought to remember, consider, is this the same person? Understand? So it's a lot, but God will see you through. He's not going to take you through a darker road than the one he tried. Yes, do that. And speak kind things. Do not say anything in her presence about you. No. You're going into 20, you're leaving 20 to 30, you're leaving. Do not say anything in her presence that is unkind about you. Alright? You will find out later because children is very fickle. Children are very fickle. Hmm. And they listens, you know. They listens. So don't put anything in her mind. If you want to really rant, don't do it in front of her. Don't say things about him in front of her. You know? She will understand. She's growing. You're going to surprise. She's going to surprise you. She's going to surprise you. Anything she's going to do, let you do it on her own terms. No, you know. Yeah. And don't pray any bad prayers, please. Pray good prayers for him. He will wake up out of his slumber one of the day, and knowing what he is doing towards this little child, it's nothing that is good. He is going to wake up one fine day. Yeah. Okay. So just try to keep her, try to say, get her in little activities. The fear of hell is going to be around her, because if she fear him, when she look and know she's going, she is going to withdraw herself. But then this is where they need to have um, what they call them. They are the CD people to visit when you have the child in his care. Yeah, you know, so say good things about him. Say good things about him. And you know, what you can do is, like, you give her a pencil and her paper, and let her write what she's thinking in herself. Let her write it on a paper. What is she thinking? You know? And keep, if you can't manage to do all the therapy, you get a therapy. I took her to a therapy and let them sit with her. Yeah, let you write out your feelings. What they normally do with them is give them like papers or a thing that they can destroy, that they can rip. Paper is it, and paper is the normal thing. They give them the pencil and let them write out their feelings, or they took their frustration out on the paper. So how you feel, you know, and they will rip that paper and release themselves. Yeah. That's one of the things you can do. Tell her to draw. Draw your mommy and your daddy. Put it on paper. And put what you like beside them. And you'll be surprised to see what happens. You will surprised to see what happens. Right? Crystal, God has not taken you this far to leave you alone. You are not alone in the battle. He's there with you. The 3 Hebrew boys were in the flame of fire, as the Decalogue says. And when they looked, they saw 3 instead of 3's 4. And they said not even their clothes were scorched. So whether it is figurative or it's real, you are not alone in the battle. And I don't see you, and I know bit of the thing. I keep praying. I always pray. And I ask for you. I always pray. But you're not alone. Oh, never, no, never alone. No, never alone. He promised never to leave me, never to leave you alone. You're not alone. And He's going to provide for you. He saw your tears. He saw everything. He knows. but it's for you to still tell him and give him thanks in every aspect of the way. Give him thanks. Give him thanks. Right? See? It's a pity this young little girl have to be going through these things, and you know, this drugging and ripping, ripping apart and all these things. But no, never alone. He promised never to leave you alone. Right? The same God on the mountain is the same one in the valley. The same one at night is the same one at daylight. Right? And she's growing. She's not going to stay there. She's not going to stay there. She's growing and she's getting the knowledge. She's seeing what is happening. She understands. Sometimes we say, no, they don't understand. You will surprise. And they start to blurt things out of their mouth and asking some question. And you're, oh my God. Yeah. So, keep on keeping on. All the faith. You see what I'm telling you? This is what I don't understand. You see, she attempt. Oh, so do do doops da. Exactly. You know, you can take her out and walks, have her to look and see nature, and keep talking to her. Keep talking to her. Don't give up. And the battle is not yours. It is the Lord. It belongs to the Lord. And for those persons that are on here who know the worth of prayer, who believe in prayers, this young lady, give a word of prayer for her in your quiet and silent moment. Her name is Christelle. She's going through a rough patch of life with her own child. The battle belongs to the Lord, not yours. So you give it to him. As I always said to you, find a song and sing. When Goliath wanted to harm David, it was music that uses. And is it Goliath? I think I have the name wrong. When they throw the javelin at him, it was only music. Music, persons don't know the power of music. I am not talking music where you hear some people talk some things, you're talking about the music that really calm you. Even the rat bat, the animal, the lizard, are calmed by music. I did a live like that already. Yes. So play your music. Play uplifting songs. Say uplifting things in every aspect of it. You're not alone. You are not alone. The Almighty, he is the one who placed that child in you. He's the one who allow you to cross that line between life and death. Because giving birth It is between life and death. And he have brought you through. Yes, I am doing good. He have brought you through that line. He will not take you this far to leave you alone. And he will not allow that child to be going through any more abuse. He is going to work upon the mind of this father to bring him love, to let him unleash the love that he have in him and remove the hatred out of him. He is going to go to see this child and grow to love this child. This child is going to be a testimony to him. And I hope if he get more children or more child, he will treat them in a better manner than he is doing right now. But let God be your judge. For the sake of the child, because you don't want to sow any seed of hatred in her. Anything she's going to be doing, let she do it on her own merit. Yes, my girl. Yeah. I'm going to have a call-in live. I'm trying to work out something. Somebody will be coming on to speak that night. I will be having a call-in live. Crystal, oh, the fates, behold, I am coming. Jesus whispered still. Hold the fort. Say, hold the fort. Behold, I am coming. Hold the fort, my dear. Don't let go. Don't let go. Right? Hold on. And keep your child safe and sound. Good. All right, that's Christelle, who is always with us, and she's going through a turbulence time. It's like she's in the air and she's the pilot of this plane, and this plane is bumping and turning. She's going through turbulence. But God will see her through. There is no sorrow hurt have that heaven cannot cure. No sorrow hurt have that heaven cannot cure. You just want to reach out to him, believing in faith, and you will see that turnaround. God bless you, and God bless her, and keep praying for your child. Yeah, and co-parent nicely, and I'm glad at least it worked that way, that she's not been taken away from you, and you only hear that you can visit, you have visiting rights for 1 hour or 2 hours. At least you will have her for a week, if that's how they give it, and you will have her for an entire week, and then him have the child for whatever for the week, and it go like that. Yes, it will be a smooth landing. In spite of the turbulence, it's gonna be a smooth landing. Clear. For those that are listening and are reading our thing, breathe a prayer for her and her child. It is not nice when you have to be going through court battle with a father over your children or your child. It is not comfortable to the mother, and it's not comfortable to the child. Every mother deserves to have their own child, to have a say over their children or their child. So then, everything was nice and dandy. Baby came and you left. And then now you want to do, you never give birth to this child. So co-parenting, okay, that's better. That is much, much better than having this child and you can only have an hour with her visiting rights. No, no. For all the women that have children, they know what it is to give birth. Before you even giving birth, what it is to bear a child in your body, in your incubator, until it's ready to be out of you. Right? So keep on keeping on, Chrissy. Hold on to the unchanging hand. Let no one tell you otherwise. All right? Good. And I am so happy to see you this evening. Right? Not nice to hear what is happening, but it is better for you being the co-parenting than to only thinking that I can only see my child for an hour and is left with this abusive father. And I can't see why the judge don't see that. Why the CDA, they don't see that. But then if he is an abusive father, he is going to make the wrong move one of the time. He's sure going to make the wrong move one of the time. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you and hear what is happening. And don't forget God. He never give us anything harder than what he can. Yeah, because you see the government people, they are not there, they don't know what is happening. And they are not going to be rallying around until something happens. And then they took your child from you and you don't see this child for all this time because of, these type of things is happening. No. So, co-parenting and parenting in peace. Do it in peace. Do it in peace and love. He may do things for you to have an argument with him. Bite your spit and swallow it. Don't have an argument. Because that is what he's going to do. He's going to do things to anger you for you to talk. Bite your spit and swallow. But God is going to bring him around to that same little girl. Yep. Right, so the law have it in their hand. Sometimes they behave like they know it better than the parent, Sometimes they behave like, oh, we know it better. We can set the best things out. I have seen a family and I don't know them. I just used to follow their story and I followed up with their story and all the court battle that was going through, and I follow and believe you me, up to today I am upset. And that child is not my child. None of the two parties no relation to me. But when you look and see the outcome of the child, what the father brains twist up in so many pieces. And now the child, at the time when that court battle, when I was following every inch of it, he was when he got custody of the child is 3 years old. 3 years old. And today when you look, you see him post up, you see him, she now post up. That mother, every time I saw it, I said, this mother is supposed to be rolling. She's alive, yet she's rolling to see what happened to her baby. Yeah. Now he's calling by a girl. It's a girl. This is why you took the woman's child. Give it to a next woman. Because this is what I don't like. You are claiming custody to give to another woman. So who am I? Isn't that the man looking after the child? You're taking it to your wife or your girlfriend. She don't have a child. It's not her child. She can't do a better job than I do. And this is how the government see it, you know. But take it easy. Let me not go into the people's, well, it's not only their business, it's the world business, because everybody saw it. And every job man and child speak about that story. Right? And I look at it as the government is not fair. They are not fair. Anyhow, my topic this evening is quarreling. And persons are quarreling, they quarrel and they quarrel and they quarrel. And the question's been asking why people, these conflict, these things have to happen. I try to study these things in a way and to see if I can find any right answers to them. The first thing, if you're going to start a flame, you have to have something to set the flame. You have to have a match or a lighter. You have to have something to fuel that flame. Am I correct? Yes, I am. When you switch your gas stove on and that flame came up, if there's an empty gas pan, drum, or what it is, cylinder, you won't have any flame. But if you have the gas is enough gas in it, you will be having flame at all times. What that flame does, it cooks and it burns. It cooks, it burns, and it fries. It destroyed. Because sometimes you forget the thing on the fire and it destroyed it. Right? So it took something for a quarreling to start. Look at the time when you come, Crystal. On a quarreling night. Ah, my dear. Conflict, desire, and selfish motives within individual. Conflict, desires, and selfish motives within individuals, leading to disagreement, argument. These desires can manifest as a desire to please oneself. And ignorant, come back with the tongue twisting. Inordinate desire for something good or misplaced. The wrong context, essentially, it boils down to the internal conflicts and a lack of humility, often fueled by envy and selfishness. Quarreling. Now, James 4:1-3 talk about this. Proverbs 20 and verse 19 speak of it. 26, 20 and 22 also speak about this. A selfish person have a desire to do something, and something that is not good. Now you need some fuel, and you also need a lighter. If you don't have a lighter, if you don't have any fuel, you can have fuel, don't have any match or a lighter, and you go and get one, as long as you have fuel. But if you have none of those, you will be living absolute good. No disturbance to your face. But when you have the lighter and the fuel, now you are in trouble. And you don't have to in trouble if you do not yield to the heat of the fire. There's a lot of people who decided to cause unnecessary quarreling, contention, confusion, and all of it. We would have said they have nothing to do than to make trouble. The Bible speaks of the talebearer. The Bible makes it sound so nice, the talebearer. We said the carry go bring come person. The chatty mouth person. And a talebearer have never always carry the news that is right. A talebearer will stay here and make mischief all the way down in Iran. But guess what? Take the person who listens. When a person knows that you love news, you love the negative news, you love to make mischief, you love to quarrel, and anything will blow your top. The devil always prepare a talebearer to bring the news to you. Now, you didn't hear when I said your dress not straight on you. You didn't hear. But somebody else heard when I speak about your dress, not knowing, not hearing, but they pick up their phone and they call into you and said to you, you know, I hear Joy up there so talking about you. And you're not going to say, I said the dress don't straight on her. But just say the things that goes worse than that. Look at you now coming. You don't ask no question. You don't find out anything. All you do is start a quarrel. And for me that love the quarreling, we too now is in a quarrel. A mischief maker, a tale bearer, will cause the death of people. Yes, it will. The person who love their foot runneth to mischief. And there's no way you can say, oh, we want peace. Why can't we have peace? Why can't we? How can you have peace when you have a tail bearer? They have a saying that said the same dog that takes out bone is the same dog bring in bone. Which means the same person who are carrying the news to you is the same person is taking the news from you back to me. How can you have peace? How can you have peace? But peace can be there. Listen to how the peace can be there. Because if you don't throw fuel in fire, it will not blaze. If you don't have something giving it the energy, the energy, the oxygen, it won't go. If a fire started and the windows are not open, to get the energy from the outside, the breeze, the everything, to fuel the fire, that fire will have to die down. Because there's nothing fueling it. But in these cases, you always have somebody fanning the fire. Fanning the fire. And then they sit aside and they laugh. And they feel good at two people going at each other's throat. Sometimes your entire family get caught in it. Because this one head hot and him said, no, you couldn't be saying so and so, and this one. I tell you a story. When I was young or younger, my neighbor was my neighbor because by the time when it happened, I was not living on that avenue. But we still keep seeing each other, go and look for each other, and we keep up that togetherness. This lady, she have a girl. She have 3 boys and 1 girl. And the girl is the pride of their life. But the girl spoiled. She would do some things that will bring tears to her mother and her father's face. And she not stopping, she just going on and on and on. One day the mother went in the city. She stopped at a stall. There's some things, people on the roadside that sells their things. And she saw something there and she said she liked it, so she stopped by to ask how much for it. And when she talked, the other person beside the one she was talking to said, how this lady voice sound like the girl will come and can trust the frocks. So they looked on her and they said, well, young lady came here and tell us that she going to her mother to get the money and come, and she never returned. And straight away she said, you know, that's Janet, fictitious name. That's not her real name. And the people them get up and come around her as if they were going to fight her. And she said no. And you know, she talked to them. And she said how much was the goods that she took. And they told her. And she paid for it. So she didn't worry to purchase what she saw there. You know, they calm down and say, oh, this is a good lady. And they say, this girl, you know, make her feel, make she look worse. And they went on to say to her, if they had catched her, they all would have beaten her. So of course the lady came home. Right in that time, I was in the vicinity of her home. And she told me the story with tears in her eyes. And sympathizing with her and glad that it worked out the way it had worked out. Now the lady who was my guardian, I was going by her, and when I reached there, I said to her, you know that this is what Janet did to her mother? And I was telling her the story. I was telling her the story in the sense that her mother could have met her demise because of her bad behavior, and it's not that she needed things, right? Her mother is a seamstress. So it's not that she did have to go and purchase somebody's clothing. That's the mother's trade. That's what she did for a living. So I said it to my guardian. I was telling her what happened. I said that and I left. The following Sunday, I decided to go and stop by the lady. And when I knocked at the gate, she was in her sewing room, and I saw when she looked through the window, and she did not say anything. But because I used to go there, I opened the gate and I went in. And she got up and come to her door. And she said to me, come out of my yard. And she slammed her door. I didn't know what she was talking about, but when I stand up and paused, she said, oh, me carry the story and say to the lady, the other lady, the lady and the niece and her daughter have a feud. This big woman put herself in it and used the story that I told her to say she's shaming. Now it's two young people have their story. They were not quarreling about whatever they were arguing about. And she, as the adult, put herself in it and blew the lid of what I said to her. I go into the woman's house didn't know that all of this took place. So when the lady said, and she said, don't come back through my gate, I said, no problem, no problem. And I went to her. And she's saying that the two young people, I said something to you alone. And this is what you did. From that day, from that day, and it took me many years. Till this day, I haven't gone back through that woman's gate. She saw me and she talked with me. Our children, our son and I, we get on very well. I have work to do at my place, and I use her son to do my grill work and things, but I've never gone through her gate. How many times she called me on my phone, you can come and look for me, you know. I decided not to go because of what I met on, and because I say hey to this woman and she took it, because you know when quarreling, these young people and all of the excitement going on, and she as the big woman step into it and blurt it out. The woman said to me, you were the only person I told, because when I saw her, it had just happened. She just get off the bus. And I say to this other, saying, as a mother, what took place, and the woman could have lost her life. And they then have an argument, and she stepped into the argument and say all of what I said to her. So I say that to say, sometimes the things is innocent, because I said what I said to her innocently. Because the thing about it, she knew the lady as well. And she blurted out the way she did. If I was different then, it would have caused a quarreling. But you know what I said? If fish not open his mouth, he can't catch, hook can't catch him. So when you go fishing and you throw out the hook, if you never open his mouth, the hook wouldn't hook him. So if I didn't open my mouth to her, thinking she was a different person and thinking differently, but she causes problem. Quarreling always came through because other people carry the wacky story them. The news spread. Nobody asked any question. All they do is run with the news. The foot that run it to make problem. The bird that walk and get their foot entangled in the fringe. They call it what? Fringe or springe or whatever. But they set the cord or so to catch the bird. Right? So if there is no tail bearer, there will be no problem. There are sometimes you can say something to somebody if their life is in danger. And instead of you reeling out everything and say to them, if they are to remove from where they are, all you got to do is ask them, please don't stand here, remove from right here. I will tell you the reason why later. What move? Instead of somebody would be talking and you carry the news as the news carrier. A news, if you don't have a news carrier, you won't have any problem. And all the while when a quarreling and the news, if the other person speak, they said that was not what I said. But a person who love contention, love quarreling, love involvement, they will never take the news as how it goes. And a matter of fact, there are so many times there is no need for you to take any news to anybody. So that is what the scriptures speak about. The untamable tongue. The tongue, the foot that runneth into mischief. Somebody hear somebody on the internet, and before they even listen, they call somebody and say, I hear your name calling over there. The other person not even stop, the other person just get up and say, and they just start and they just start and they just start. Learn to keep the calm. Learn to keep the peace. Because we speak of peace, but there will be no peace until news carriers close their mouth. And if they're going to carry a news, make it be worthwhile. Let it be something if your life depends on it. If you heard that this, and you don't need to hear it from first and second and third and fourth hand. If you didn't hear it for yourself, give it a thought. Give it a thought. Right. Quarreling leads disagreement, and people never talk again, and all kind of things happen because this person satisfies themselves. They have their motive, and they have to have a motive. We want to see these set of people live in contention every day. We don't want to see them live good. I have a motive. This is my motive. I am going to sow discord. I am going to carry the news. Person is a news carrier. Because I have seen at the place I was working, a woman lost her life leaving her 2 children because of a news carrier. This woman was at work. Her husband and her work at the same place, same institution. And somebody saw her standing at the entrance of the elevator talking to a male person. You don't know what they're talking about. They were in the wide public that everybody could pass by and see them. Stay 1 mile up there so and see them. The husband was on duty, but out of the institution. And by the time the husband could have drove the government vehicle in, there was somebody to list him with the news. I saw your wife and Mr. X stand up down there into argument. This man now, this husband, he never asked any question. While he was going to look for his wife, the wife was stepping off the steps of the stairs. And as soon as she get on the landing, he give her one right hand, spread her out on the concrete floor. He never came up alive. She never came up alive. And when he saw what happened, and person saw, because it's actually the same place, he met her where she was speaking to the other person. And the cry went out. They get her, rush her to the emergency. She did not emerge at all. Then him start to cry, and him say and questioning and whatever. It was chatty mouth, you chat too much. Took the news to him. And before he questioned his wife, one blow, and the wife said, goodbye world. No, this person didn't know what they were speaking about. It's after a while, it was said, the person said, it's a question. It is in the medical institution. She works there. The person was asking for direction to a ward. Because some person, although the sign put up, is as if they pass the sign and don't even read. And that was what the person was asking. And the lady lost her life. For that. News carrying is not good. It break up house. It set people asunder. It causes man to run leaving wife. It causes wife to leave their husband. It causes children to get upset with their parent, and a lot of things because of the unzipped lips and the continuous quarreling. And people gloat, they glory in hearing people continue quarreling and quarreling and quarreling. And the one who start up the fire, the one who pour the gasoline on the flames, sit aside and smiling because I have accomplished a job. I have accomplished something. I have done something nice. Quarreling is not nice. It's not good. Sometimes you are home with your partner and he came in or she came in and they started an argument. And when you dug to the bottom of it, he or she heard somebody tell them something outside. And they came in and it started an argument. And who feel like they should throw the first blow, they throw the first blow. And a house turnover right there. Family mash up, children into mourning, and all kind of things happening. We are one. We are God's handmaid. And we get our mouth, we have our mouth, and our brain. He retrofit us with everything, not for us to cause harm for other people, not for us because this is conflict and person desire and their selfish motives that they have towards people. The root this conflict is often traced back to the selfishness and a desire to satisfy one's own desire. When you saw these people quarreling, and the quarrel is going to lead to fighting, and fighting going to lead to the courthouse, and the courthouse to some lockup and all kind, They have their desire and they laugh at it. I have accomplished something. No, you haven't. Your selfish desire motives that you have. Selfish and pride. You and I is friends. And I am going to break up that friendship between you two. So I have to find something to tell you that you're going to look at me in a different way. And the people who did these things, they let it look so true. It is so true and clear to the eyes. Understand? So let us really look on certain things. Thank you. Okay, you too. Have a blessed night. Okay, my dear. Take it easy. Alright, Courtney, cool. That's Courtney. Right. So be it man or woman, and we don't see the animal quarreling. It's always human. So be it man or woman, let us not quick to cause conflict, to cause these type of confusion. It is not healthy. There was a woman, somebody came to her and said something to her which was not true, and she started quarrel from 6 o'clock in the morning until 6 in the evening, sunrise, sunset. The next day at 6, she was no longer on the land of the living. She quarreled until everything out of her was gone. She fell. They took her to the hospital and they said her heart swelled, vexation, and the woman was no longer. People saying she could finish. No. This is the thing that happened, and you have people who causes these things sit and they laugh at it because they have done a job. The woman quarreled until sunset, and then she fainted. Before she could get to the emergency, she was no longer. Just like that. Just like that. So people have to be careful, and when you get your bad news, your how you accept it, how you, if it is a carrying or bring, come, go with it. I ain't want any of it. None of it. And there are some people, they only want to see the wind blow and the leaf go swaying in the wind. They are off. They are off. When you have something to think about, when you have something to do, you don't have no time to be carrying news back and forth. No news carrier, no quarreling. And most of the time is not children doing these things. You have grown adults doing these things. People, you're to stop it. You're to look at the danger of it. And how much person and person is not going to talk again. Oh, you and I don't talk. We quarrel. And you say all sorts of derogatory things. Things you don't know about the person. Some person you and them have never met in life, but they can tell you the things that they so well know about you, and you and them never met. Never ever jump over water, never went to school together, never ever met. Let peace reign within us. Let the love and the peace of God reign. How are we just going to be going that the end half of the world is quarreling? You can't see each other and greet each other because you two are quarreling. And the next thing again, never you have, well, you have people like politics. They love their leader more than they love themselves. So if you send the leader head gray, ready to take your head off because you talk about the leader. And this is what I saw happen. That people follow people and been putting themselves out there for people who not putting themselves out there for nobody. And it continues. And it continues. Quarreling is not a good thing. It's not healthy for nobody. You never know the day you get so upset and your heart decide to attack you. You never know the day you got so upset and your blood pressure, because you're exerting yourself. You're going on and you're going on and you're going on. Conflict desires, and that is found in James 4 and 1 to 3. People can read it. Right? The very scriptures speak of these things. Right? External factor, what the core cause lies within the misunderstanding, the differing opinion of an unmet explanation can also trigger a escalate conflict. When you hear something, find out before you, this is external. While the core cause lies within the misunderstanding. So you are not trying to find out what is it. This is a misunderstanding, and we could speak about this. Instead of that, it causes a quarreling. Right? The core cause lies within the external factor, like misunderstanding, differing opinion, or unmet expectation can triggers. For heaven's sake, if anybody come and tell you anything, before your heart started to race and you're pumping the blood faster than how it should go, find out. There could be a misunderstanding, a mishearing. I didn't hear, I think it was that to say. I think that was what I heard. Query it. Query it. Misunderstanding. difference of opinion. So yes, my friends, and thanks for everyone that have been on the live tonight. My last and closing thing to you, in essence, quarreling is a reflection of internal struggles with desire, priority, and a lack of humility, often exert by internal circumstances. Quarreling is a reflection of internal struggles with desire, priorities, and a lack of humility, often exacerbate by external circumstances. Let us not think of being quarreling at all times with neither those near to you or those far from you. If you hear an argument, question it. It could be a misunderstanding. And even if it is not a misunderstanding, calm yourself. Don't get into a rage. Don't get in a rage to be quarreling and quarreling and quarreling. It is not good for our health. It takes how much muscles to smile and how much it takes to frown. Right? You are exerting yourself. You are sending your pressure. Don't do it. You will hurt yourself. Most of the times when we end up in the hospital in front of the doctor, we hurt ourselves, not other things hurt us. We are the ones that put ourselves in such situation. It's not good. It's not healthy. It is so unhealthy. Yes, people get around to hear the quarreling. Wow, what they quarreling about today? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, man. Yes. Ooh, and laugh. Not healthy for you. A remedy for disaster. Keep your health. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. It's better you don't answer. Or you said, look here, I didn't hear of it myself. So you know what? If I'm interested, I will find out the truth. Okay? Thank you very much. Thanks every one of you that been here tonight. Thank you for your support in every way that you support. Thank you for those that have subscribed and those that have newly subscribed. I thank you very much for the like, the love, the share, the time, everything that you have contributed to the channel, the growth of the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless, God keep, and God provide for you in every way that He have to provide for you. Okay? Remember, love yourself. Love and care for yourself. No one is going to love you the way you love yourself. Keep on going on. And remember, don't get into any quarrel. Quarreling is not good. We rob ourselves of so much things when we get in a quarrel to supply somebody's desire and their motive. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a good time, have a good night, a good morning, a good evening, a good the next day. God bless.